G'day skate champions, welcome to Flat Ground Friday, Season 3, Episode 15. I had two options on my lunch break today. Sleep under my desk, which was very tempting, or come for a skate, and here we are. A little bit short for time, a bit busy at work, life, you know how it is. So trying to fit these videos in just around everything. A little bit tired, so I haven't really over-planned what I'm gonna do today. All I know is I just wanna get warmed up, and we'll see where we go to from there. So let's get stuck in. All right, week in, week out, I do the same sort of tricks, and guaranteed, one of my basic tricks are gonna hold me back. Everything was going pretty well to begin with, and I didn't want this video to turn into a front shove and pop shove battle, but it did. I know exactly what was going wrong. My pop shove I just wasn't slapping the tail down and just getting into the air, and by doing that I was just doing these really weak shoves and just not knowing where the board was going to land. I landed some really bad ones and I just couldn't give up until I got kind of a reasonable one, and then yeah, front shoves did exactly the same thing to me, and once again knew exactly what was going wrong here. Just trying to manage the balance between keeping the rotation underneath me and having to jump too far back or not far enough, and just mixing the two up, and it's just not going very well. And I really should have these now, so I'm getting pretty frustrated with them because I've had them in the past, particularly pop shoves. They were probably my most consistent trick. So yeah, anyway, we're going to move on to the fakey big spins. Alright, this is absolutely not the video that I wanted to be making, and I'm definitely not in a position to do a 3 tips of how to do something, but I am in a position to do a video on the 3 things that you shouldn't do to land a fakey big spin. Tip number 1, go too slow. That way you won't be able to rotate the board 360 degrees and take advantage of actually traveling on your nose and using that momentum. So keep that one up and you'll never get there. Tip number 2 is don't rotate your shoulders 180 degrees, because if you do, you will probably land appropriately on the board as it rotates 360 degrees and you'll roll away nicely. But if you do a 90-degree rotation, you'll be facing forward like I did all day today, and you'll never be in a good position to roll away. And you may, if you're unlucky enough, roll your ankle a little. And tip number 3 on how to not land a fakey big spin is to try and use both your feet to rotate the board whilst having your body rotate. Because if you try and do too much at once, you will be destined for failure and never get this wonderful little trick. But all jokes aside, this was very frustrating, and I didn't even roll away particularly nicely, but I will take whatever I can get at this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did not particularly, but I hope these little tips of how not to land a fakey big spin provided you some insight how to progress, I suppose. Remember to keep skating, keep having fun, and of course, keep progressing. I'll see you legends next week. Take it easy.